Okay, are we ready?
We're ready.
All right, today's question is, should skip lagging or hidden city ticketing be illegal? Or should it just be frowned upon, but not necessarily illegal?
I don't think I know what either one of those things are.
Okay, so this has been a trending thing that's been in the news lately. A lot of people, there's actually a website that's dedicated to this, but so when you buy flights or whatever, say you're going from, you buy a ticket where it starts from New York and you end up in California, but with a layover in Chicago, you buy that ticket with Chicago actually being the destination that you want to stop at and stay at. So you stop in Chicago and then you cancel the rest of the trip, and you save on a lot of money. But apparently this has been a very popular thing for a long time. There's actually websites that are actually help travelers do this.
That's called skip lagging?
Skip lagging or hidden city ticketing. So, yeah.
Are they saving money?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the money you're saved because to cancel like the second leg of the flight the same day.
Now it's not watertight. Like there's a lot of issues with it. Like you got to make sure that like if you have luggage with you and stuff, like a lot of times luggage only goes to the destination that's on the ticket. It won't stop.
Yeah, you can't stop and get your
luggage. Yeah, so you can't have luggage or whatever, and it can't be. And they even say they say that airlines they check for IDs, and if your ID matches, like the address on your ID matches where you stop in the halfway point, then they will be like very weary of you. They'll think that you're going to try to bail out on the second leg of the trip.
I'm just a little bit curious of the cancellation policies
That's what.
that could allow a refund when you've already used your stuff.
Right, because normally, I don't know, how much can you really cancel?
Sometimes different airlines have different rules. I never learned something so short notice.
Yeah.
Or the day of, or mid-flight, like you're
Right,
already taking
mid-flight,
off.
you're like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Is that the case, or is that just like, does these websites just find websites, or they find flights to where your destination is cheap? Like, you're not going to be able to do it every time.
Yeah.
Like the layoff.
Well, there's
And they're not priced individually.
Well, yeah.
So
the website is actually called skiplag.com, which is the most popular one, and it just tells you whenever you buy a ticket to wherever. Say you want to go to, you just put in anywhere. You just put literally anywhere. You say from St. Louis to California, and then it'll have every trip airline, and then everyone will have listed the layover spot.
I feel
So
like
you
that.
just find one that has a layover spot of where you want to go, where you actually want to go.
It's like a situational thing. It's not like
Yeah,
every time
I know what it is, but
Mm-hmm.
this is irritates. Like, I've heard of this, I didn't know there's actually a term for it.
Yeah.
You're going to get flagged, and those airlines are no longer going to sell
they're
you
gonna
tickets.
stop.
Yeah, well, that's I say you are risking getting
it might work
banned.
once or twice.
Banned and stuff, like getting in a lot of trouble and stuff. It's not illegal though. It's just
I thought it's illegal.
it's just really
The
frowned upon.
hassle as
Yeah.
a traveler.
I just want to know. I'm gonna just have to research the cancellation policies.
Yeah.
Because I never even crossed my mind to try to cancel the remainder of your flight, to cancel it at a layover.
Do you have to cancel it, or you just buy a ticket that's cheaper than where you were going to your destination?
Is that what we're talking about here?
Well,
And
no.
then you just
Canceling it,
get
or is
off
it
at your layover. You
Maybe-
just don't even worry about the second part because it was just cheaper for you to take that.
That
flight
could be
that had the
I
layover.
don't think airlines
in
would care about that because they get the exact same money either way.
No,
And then if you're not on the
well,
second flight, they'll
they're-
put someone else
well,
on that
Right,
will
they're
wait.
because they've
saying-
already ordered for booked
Well,
on.
Yeah.
apparently this has been
That's what I
a
thought it
loss
was.
of revenue problem. So I think it's that they're literally canceling once they're canceling the rest of their trip, and then they're saving
How do you do that?
money on the. But they say if you do that
Like,
though. They say if you do that though, then you run risk of the airline sometimes so they'll cancel your return back. So you won't
Right.
be able to go back
Right.
home. So you can only really use it if you don't have any luggage and if you're going somewhere that you're just going to stay.
Yeah, you can't have any checked luggage because you can't pick up your luggage at a layover if it thinks you're going
Yeah.
to a second journey.
Yeah, and they say it's bad too because part of the problem is they can't resell that ticket. So basically, you have empty seats that are going for the rest of the way because people are just bailing, and then they can't resell those tickets for some reason because somebody technically already bought those seats, so it's like,
Well, airlines always overbook anyway, so I wouldn't think that would actually be an issue. They always over.
yeah.
And someone's always
good
fun.
to cancel a flight to do this.
I was gonna say that's
This-
what I don't. It doesn't
Yeah,
sound
You
like
could
either
probably
way.
do it the way you can too. I don't think they would care about that though, because they're still getting their money, the full price that that you're paying for.
Oh, I
And
thought
then
that. I
somebody
heard people
finds
talk about it before,
standby.
and that's what I thought that they used to get.
Yeah.
Somebody
And then-
flying standby is going to fill
It
that
does
seat.
seem to be like, yeah, it's you book the whole flight and then just stop at the layover place and then either cancel or don't do the rest, I guess.
Either way.
I was gonna say
I'm-
goodbye.
I'm guessing it's the case like you said, where it's cheaper to get it where it's a layover to the next flight than just to get a flight to that place.
Yeah.
So like you're not
Something
really
you can do.
canceling anything, you're
Yeah.
just not showing up to the
Yeah.
next flight.
Yeah.
So they're still getting some money, just not as much as they would have thought they would for the trip you're going.
Right.
Yeah. But you're not breaking any, I guess, any
Yeah.
particular
Yeah.
rules, but
Right.
They're going to flag.
they might flag you, yeah.
Yeah. So, do you think this should be illegal, or
No.
do you think it should just be highly frowned upon?
I mean,
No, I bet they have their reasons why they don't want people doing it, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to do this.
Do you think it's smart? Do you think it's like? Would you ever?
It's
would you
good
do that?
for single person travelers
You're single real
that
life,
are.
if you're like carry on only, which is
Yeah.
possible but challenging.
I was like, you can get a lot with carrying on.
Yeah, if you carry on only.
I was like, I've done a week's worth a couple times.
Yeah. I don't know.
No.
But,
I was like, you could.
You must have been only.
I was like,
email that.
backpack,
It's
suitcase
summer.
under the
Summer,
seat.
summer
It
destination.
was winter.
Was it really?
Yeah, the last
wow.
Canada
yeah, I
trip.
don't know. You guys need to. I mean,
Yeah, I was-
I'm like
that was a
packing
week,
heavy
though?
too, but like.
Well, 5 days, but I had a week's worth of clothes. You always pack extra. I had 7 outfits. Backpack, suitcase, both of them I could bring on with me. You don't have to drop it all. I was like, I feel like it's doable.
I feel like that's a good scenario to try that if you don't want to get risk getting banned. I don't know.
I was like, it's definitely a by yourself type of thing though, like an individual traveler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they say that airlines are cracking down and they're getting more and more strict and they're becoming a lot more protective over it. Where they check your ID, they check your ticket, everything. Like,
Just have fun on every airline. And switch every time.
Yeah.
And then eventually there'll be a,
Yeah, forever.
there should be like a universal
Yeah.
one list for all airlines.
And that could definitely happen too.
Yeah.
Man.
yeah, I don't know. I would only try it if I was in that situation where I was going somewhere, not a lot of luggage, and I was intending on staying there, but not with a popular airline either. Though.
Illegal, no, because I would say most laws that pass regarding how like business is governed is to protect the consumer.
Yeah,
Not so much,
Not so
let's
much.
protect the profits of the business. Let's pass a law to make sure they can maximize their profits.
yeah.
That's a much harder sell.
I feel like it's also very avoidable too on their end. They could put in their fine print, like say, hey, like if we're still charging you whether or not you want to fulfill the travel or not. Like we're still going to charge you the same amount. Like
Well, it looks like they are.
I
yeah,
feel like you have to do
Yeah.
that when you buy. the
You're
ticket.
paying the full amount. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is what you were just saying, what you said, Josh. Like, if
Mhm.
for some reason flights where however they decide their stuff is just cheaper
Mhm.
to get off at the layover in the
Mhm.
same spot instead
Yeah.
of fly there directly with that as the end destination.
Yeah.
That seems like a strange business model.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm sure it makes sense on a large scale.
yeah,
Seems like a lot to remember, and I'm not doing this.
yeah,
The website looked pretty smooth.
yeah.
You plug in the date and the destination.
It's once you do it, you're like, oh, I could do this anyway. I bet it's
Yeah, and then
like,
it had like
Yeah.
red letters, backpack only.
Yeah, well, they interviewed the article I read. They interviewed one lady. She said she'd been doing it for like 10 years, and she said she has no regrets over it because of just how expensive tickets are, and then the hold that they have on everything. Like it's just
You're only going to regret it if you get banned from another.
Right.
yeah,
I
right.
can no longer fly United. I can only fly Spirit.
So,
Can
yeah.
you imagine that? That would be like a fun first date topic. It's like, yeah, I can't fly United.
I was-
Banned from an airline.
Skip lagging or hidden.
I kind of want to do this.
All right. So, but we don't think it should be illegal.
No,
All right. Well, there we have it.
I had not heard of that concept at all.
Yeah,
I didn't know
Really?
it was a